Hey, how are you, Kimberly Ann? I just want you to know that I just got back from work a little bit ago, was chatting with my sister on the phone, and I could not breathe until I got in here to talk with you. We're going to do a little political ministry moment. I call them PMMs. I love our ministry moments. Thank you so much, those of you who contacted me, and you tell me what God is doing in your life through what God is saying through ministry moments. God is like that. He's so good. So we just have to be obedient. And I know when there's something and I got to do them. So each and every day, ministry moments. And then not that long ago, I couldn't help it. I had to do it. My spirit said, you must do. And God just called them a political ministry moment. It's still a moment of ministry. It's going to speak to you, but of the political nature, and we need to do it. We need to do it. This is your nation. So today, I really want to focus on the Harris housing plan. The Harris housing plan. I've heard her talk about it at least 2 times in, well, I was going to say great length, but she never does in great length, because the whole point of what they're doing right now, government control, government doing all of it. You'll see. We're going to walk through this thing, okay? There is a template. There is an example. There is a plan already out there in certain countries, one specifically, that Kamala Harris is mirroring this plan that she's got after that. She's not telling you too much. First of all, you wonder, well, maybe she doesn't know all of but there's a whole lot she does know that she doesn't want you to know right now. And one of their slogans is, in this kind of a plan, is goals over methods. The government has a goal for you. Oh, yes, they do. And they will get it any way that they can. You'll see it's actually stated in this plan that they're mirroring what they want to do in the United States of America after. Let's go. The Harris housing plan. She said, housing for everyone. This is what we want. Oh, that just pulls at your heartstrings, right? Oh, and the government will give each new homeowner a $25,000 bonus. What? Free money from the government to go toward my first home? Oh, this is so great, right? Who wouldn't think that? Well, you need to think again. Okay, when you hear something like that, you got to go, wait a minute. The government just going to give each new homeowner a $25,000 bonus? Here you go. Go straight to your new home. That's right. And not just that, another generous amount for families buying a new home with kids under a certain age. I heard that. I heard her say that. Now, is there a money tree behind the White House that I don't know about, that you're just, yanking, pulling, plucking money right off of? And here you go. Free money from the government. We're just growing it on trees here behind the White House. Won't cost you a thing. No, and no, and no. All right? Silly us, right? Silly you, they might say. Oh, money doesn't grow on the White House tree out in the White House background. Silly you. Guess how? And guess where that $25,000 is going to come from the government given to every new homeowner. And I want to stress owner. We're going to talk about that because, it's not as you suppose. That money comes from you, silly you. Didn't you know? You're going to be paying it, right? The taxpayers will be paying. You're going to get taxed on something else. They're about the goal and not concerned about the method. So let me break this down for you. You, the buyer of said new home, will not get free money. You will be paying for it. So will all of us, okay? You will be taxed on something else. It's not free for any of us, okay? And we who are not buying a new home, by the way, will be buying your home, helping you buy your home by the fact that we're all going to be taxed. The government is not giving you free money. They're not going to go print off a bunch of new bills and give that to you. It will come from you and it will come from me. Now, how does that work? Well, again, you're going to be taxed on something else. As I said, this is fashioned after an existing model that's already out there. I did all my research. It already exists. And here we go. Can we chat on this? We're going to have this done in about 10 minutes. First of all, the government will own that land. You're not going to own the land. The government will own the land. They own the land that they build your house upon. The government will and does control the supply of this housing because why? It owns the land. The government decides how many houses to build. This isn't just, oh, go out and choose your own house. We're just going to help you do it. No, no, no. The government is going to do all of it except for give you ownership and, give you some money because the money is going to come from you, the taxpayer. So in this plan that no doubt they're going to model things after, and all the terminology is the same. She has said 4 to 5 different phrases. There are exactly what this other country does, all right? So the government decides how many houses to build. They're just trying to help, right? Want to make sure everyone has got their own home. And so they will increase the supply of these houses steadily over time so that everyone has their own house, theoretically. This pre-existing program that Kamala is talking about mirroring here in the United States for first-time homeowners who they are theoretically given this big sum of money to help you buy your first home, except that we're the ones going to be taxed that will cover that money. Or the other thing is, in this other country, that, let's say whatever I don't know what their government promised them and did, but she's promising, $25,000 to every new homeowner. Okay, so what this plan does is they build it in. This other country, built that amount into the price of the home. So it's already built in. So you're kind of paying it anyway. No, you're paying it anyway. All right. Are you following that today? The cost of your home. Now, is that exactly how she's going to do it? I'm sure she'll have some nuances, but it is socialism. It is socialism. It is socialism. It is the beginning stages of getting to the highest place of progressive socialism that you can imagine. The government will be in control of, and they will own everything. The government will own you. Is that what you want? All right. So listen, how can this happen, Kimberly Ann? Wait for it. Wait for it. I'm just talking today about Harris's housing plan, okay? The Harris housing plan, because, she's been talking about that one. And first of all these things that you're saying, oh my goodness, I see this and this and this happening. Yeah, that's been happening for 4 years. You've had 4 years to do something about that. You've been in office. I saw what you put your name on and policies that you agreed to, and they are as far as can be from being what you claim that you're being. Anyway, so listen, there's something similar that's happening right now in California. You're probably very familiar with it. It's called reparations. Now wait. Okay. The way that the Harris housing plan works, her VP is all about it. Progressive socialism. This is how they do it. Oh, you've probably heard this before. Reparations kind of goes on this plan. It's called wealth redistribution. Yes, it's called wealth redistribution. Are we redistributing wealth from the government to us? That's so great. No, silly you. No. They're going to take from us, we the people, and redistribute to other we the people. All right, so wealth redistribution. You may hear that word coming up a little bit later when they feel like they can say it because they've said enough things prior that now you're kind of numb to it and you might not know what you're hearing. All right? Whose wealth is redistributed? Again, yours and mine. So the government owns the land. The government may take land from one thing, I saw this in the plan, and use it for houses. It's called supply expansion. Oh no, we're trying to meet the supply of these houses. So yeah, we had need to acquire some land, and so we did. Please know that all of the supply, all of the wealth that's redistributed, all of the wonderful and generous $25,000 to each new homeowner, and all of the land is provided by you. It's provided by you, not the government. they're going to act like, yeah, they're bestowing it upon you after they've taken it from you in another way. Okay. Now, and if you've been paying attention, the Biden administration has already mentioned this. Yes, somewhere mixed in the last 4 years, you might have missed it, or maybe you didn't understand it when you heard it, when it was said, but it was mentioned. I heard it and I went back and I found it. It's very, very, very socialist. You are duped into thinking that you're getting something, owning something, just given to you by the government. They're so wonderful. But no, it's the beginning of socialism, which is on the path to communism, all right? In which the government decides it all, all right? They don't give you anything. They take what they want and they redistribute what they want to who they want to get everyone on an even keel. What do you want to say? Level. You never rise above it. Okay. You might go below it, but you're never going to rise above it. And we all stay at that same lane. Now, the way they want and tell you that money and housing and land is coming is they're saying you're getting it from them, but you're not. They're going to control all of it. How, when, the way, how it's redistributed, how much, how fast. Yeah, the government will control all that. It's called socialism. All right? And goals over methods is what this other plan in this other country, I'm not going to name the country right now. I'm not going to. It's what this other plan, they say that. They say goals over methods. I've heard Kamala say that. It's all in the playbook, my friends. Come on. So now do you wonder why Kamala never talks about the method and the way? Is she doing it on purpose because she really doesn't know all that right now? Maybe. But on purpose, she is not telling you the method and the way that they're going to get to these goals because deep down, okay, she knows. She knows how they're going to do it in her America. And they know, and they're probably thinking like this, which is what they do when they gradually eke you into socialism. Oh, well, we don't want to alarm the people. They don't know what's good for them. We, the government, we know what's good for the people. They don't know. If we tell them now, they'll just fight against it or, yeah. They're saying or not saying just what they want to say or not say right now so that you will be fooled into believing, oh, isn't that nice? It's not nice. All right? So she's not talking about how many people have said this lately? Okay, you said what you want to do, but how come you never tell us how you're going to get it done? It's called socialism. All right. So if she did spell it out exactly for you, I would hope that you would run away to the hills from electing her as soon as you can. Okay. But what she is saying that she wants to do is just a fancy way of saying government housing, but worse. They own it. They own you. They own everything, my friends. Okay. And so then they take what they want when they want. And is that really the America that you want? Okay. Take from one to give to another. That's socialism. And ever so maybe slowly they might work it in at first. And then it's going to escalate really fast. It will. You'll see it. They want everyone, not the government, just we the people. They want us all to own exactly equal everything, in which then you never really do own anything again, because the government owns you and they own it all. The key to this movement to push you forth and forward into socialism is exactly what she's proposing. Of which her VP picked him. He boasts about it so very happily. He's happy to be a progressive socialist, and he has told you that on several occasions, to which he said, don't let anyone ever dog you or talk you down or make you feel bad about being a progressive socialism. After all, it's kind of, neighborly. I don't know if he thinks he's, Mr. Rogers or what's going on. In fact, the media, he's so cuddly. He's so neighborly. He's so nice. Okay, first of all, to vote someone into office because you think they're cuddly is kind of creepy and weird. Okay, and it is. I'm not trying to vote someone in who's cuddly. I'm not after whether you're cuddly or not, and he's not. Come on, you guys. There's nothing cuddly about it. And the fact that he may be holding back a bit when he's around Kamala, you wait. You wait till this whole thing gets to going, all right? We don't want them in office, all right? He said, don't let anyone speak you down for being a progressive socialist. I have something I was going to say. I'm going to keep it to myself. So the media just keeps calling him cuddly and likable. That's what they do, right? They just use whatever names and say whatever they want. All right. But for what Kamala is proposing, let me keep this quick, to move forward, the goal is to, quote, buy housing by any means necessary. Oh, yeah, she said, I'm going to get this done by any means necessary, any way that I can, right? Unquote. Well, necessary to who? By any means necessary to the government. Listen to what I'm saying. By any means necessary, they will get this done. You see? If they decided that your privately owned land, you got a great family business that you worked very hard for, that's the American dream. Why? So that we can all help each other. Everyone has different strengths and weaknesses. So people who are good, a family-owned business, they can supply to others. We're supposed to be working together. That's our American dream. We're not all alike, but the government would like you to be all alike. No one owning anything and all. Okay, so listen, I'm just telling you, if they decide that your privately owned land should be redistributed, a redistribution of the wealth that you have worked all your life for, they will take it and they will give it. They will take and redistribute it by whatever means and for whatever means they, the government, decide, because they really do think they know better than you. And I want you to understand that none of the things I'm talking about right now does the government then live by in socialism. They'll be doing well. They will be living well. They will be protected. They will not be scrimping and worrying about groceries. They're not on the even keel thing that they want everybody else to be on. I guess that was all I had. I went to one more page and I went, well, I guess we're done. So that is the Harris housing plan. Now I'm saying what I discussed with you tonight, no, she didn't lay it out bullet point by bullet point. I heard what she said. I listened to the key phrases, and I found very similar, of course, in a socialist nation that goes by and has done those very same things. Whew, ask me how well they're doing on that. So I'm saying you have to look at policies. Is this the America that you want to live in? This is a political ministry moment. We have to break it down. You have to break it down. You need to listen. I don't care if so-and-so's got a stomach ache and maybe they're talking louder one night or softer the other night, or I don't care about any of that. I'm hearing you. I want to hear what you're really saying. And, you know, when you're listening, discerning through the Holy Ghost as Christians, which we should be, we got to wake up. This is your nation. God said, you better take care of, be a good steward of what I've given you. And he's given us a great nation. You can't just let that fall in the sweet by and by. Well, I won't be here. Well, your kids will be, and so will your grandbabies. All right now. So listen, I know the Bible is going to go exactly and play out exactly, yeah, as God has said, and we know this. But we are supposed to be doing something while we're here, right? And so you got to take care of your country. All throughout the Bible, we read about. God said himself, you know what? You get yourself a bad ruler and a bad king, we could say a bad president who's doing bad things, yeah, then you're going to fall right down like a thing of dominoes, right? I mean, that's my word on that. Ooh, my light just went out. So I guess it's time for me to go. It's time for me to go. So I just wanted to come to you today and share that with you. Don't go by everything I just said. I want you to go look these things up. Listen to policies. Understand what socialism is and the things that are being said and put into works and what it is that they actually, yes, want to put in place and desire for this nation. They talk a lot about, oh, you know, you don't want to favor the people who got all the money at the top. Yeah, they're talking about themselves. They don't want for nothing. Do you know? I don't know how many years ago I found out what Nancy Pelosi makes. Woo! She makes more in 1 year than I could make in 60 years. Come on now. Let's be real about it. So that's what I wanted to come and tell you today. I love you. I love God first. I love you. I love our nation. I love America. I love me, my America, right? So we have been given America by God to be good stewards of. It was founded on the right things. How dare we let it then go forward and just sweep all those away and, go right into the rot and government control of a socialist nation. So you go look this up. I'm not coming on to have arguments about anything. I'm coming on to say, there it is. It's now in your plate. It's in your ballpark. Hit yourself a home run and find out what you need to know. It is about policies. And when they withhold things and when they try to be all whatever about it and don't tell you stuff, sometimes it is rough and gruff, the way you need to hear things, what's happening. Okay? I think you can discern that and know. So go. It's been a quick, not so quick, PMM. I call it a political ministry moment. And we're going to have to keep doing these. And we will, so that we can stand strong together in this United States of America. It matters. And November is coming so very soon. So very soon. Of the people, by the people, for the people. Okay? Never meant to be topsy-turvy with this big old bulging, belching government in control, and now it's of the government, by the government, and for the government. That is not America. Don't let it ever be America. Love you so much. Kimberly Ann, PMM. Until next time, my heart to yours all night long tonight.